It's BC, yeah, said suck it. It's BC, yeah, said suck it. You're a chicken, KFC bucket. What's up, people? BCHQ. I had to do a video for RJ Bell 88. Now, as I said, bro, I will do the videos when I can do them. Like, I've got a lot of videos to get through, so just be patient. They're all going to be filmed and uploaded. So it's just a matter of case of people being patient. So appreciate the question. It was a great question, but just keep some patience and I'll do it. So anyway, let's get into it. So his question was top 5. Bear with me one sec. Who's the #1 league in the world in your opinion? King of the Dot, Don't Flop, URL, etc. Okay, so I'll get into this first. Last year it was King of the Dot. There was a lot of upload issues and times of URL just taking forever to upload any battles, and I thought King of the Dot were consistent all the way through last year. I don't think that they had a great start off to the year with Blackout, in terms of the streaming and things like that. When the event went down, there was quite a few issues, and I think that URL so far this year have been the #1 for me. They've been releasing battles quickly, not taking months and months to release certain battles. So far this year I'm going to have to go for URL. I haven't seen too much of RBE yet. They killed it last year, RBE, so it'd be interesting to see how they do this year as well. So yeah, as for right now, top league, URL for me. Top 5 US, UK and King of the Dot battlers. Okay, so top 5 US. This isn't in any particular order. I've got Danny Myers, DNA, Tay Rock, Chilla Jones, and that's the 5 for the US. There was a few more I thought about after I'd done who I picked. Honourable mentions that I like that people will probably be like, what are you on about? But it's my pick. So I like Presidential Dubs a lot. Brooklyn Carter as well. I think them two are fire and they need to be on URL more. I know Presidential Dubs just had a pretty recent second PG battle and he killed it. In the first one he didn't, but the second one he did. So hopefully we get to see Presidential Dubs a lot more on the URL stage. And Brooklyn Carter, he definitely deserves to be up there. So they'd be my honourable mentions for the US. As far as King of the Dot, I've got, again, this is no particular order, Big K, Caustic, Pass, Roan, and Diz. I quite like Jonai. I thought he killed it at Blackout. After the battle with Diz, I wasn't sure what he was going to do, and it could have been the reckoning of him, but he definitely bounced back. I like Jonai, so he'd probably be my honourable mention. And Carter Deems, and I also really liked Cheddar Cheese. That was the first time I watched him at Blackout, and I liked him a lot as well. So they'd be my honourable mentions. My UK top 5. This was quite tricky because I don't really follow Don't Flop that much, and they're considered the top league. So, but from the ones I could pick and thought of, come to my mind, C Major, Unanimous, Gemini, Raptor, and Juan. People might be thinking, what are you on with Juan? But I really like Juan. He kind of, not the stereotypical battler, but I think he does what he does well, so I had to put him in there. Raptor, I never used to be a fan of. It took me a while, but I thought he killed it against Tony D and actually had him beating Tony 2-1, and there's very few people that have ever beat Tony, so shout out to Raptor. I really think Gemini's fire. I could see him being a future champ easily. So that's it for my UK. And you also had a question on, let me get it up quickly, opinion on current state of UK battle scene, taking into account recent activity like Quill no-showing, people battling less, etc. Right, so I thought, just off the top of my head, Quill killed it at Blackout. So shout out to Quill. As far as UK battling, I don't think that we can match what the URL or King of the Dot are doing in terms of promotion and getting the battles out there. I do think that it reached its peak a couple of years back, and it's kind of on a downward spiral now. Not sure what the figures are on like selling out venues compared to what it was, but I do think that it's on a downward spiral now. I don't think, as I said, they promote their events as well as the US and King of the Dot. And just in general, I think the US and Canada are on a higher level of just professionalism, and I think the battlers are more charismatic in their performances. As I said, I don't mess with Don't Flop, to be honest, mainly because of their staff. I like a lot of their battlers, but as far as their staff, I think they're despicable human beings, and that's another thing that the league owners over here are kind of, I don't feel that they're as professional as our overseas counterparts, and in terms of deadlines and just professionalism, getting the battles out online and starting venues on time and things like that. As far as the Quill situation, I'm not sure what happened with that. I don't even know the backstory behind it, so it's difficult for me to comment on it. I do know, as I said, that he was battling at Blackout, so I don't know if it's a case of that battle running into another battle he was supposed to be doing it around the same time, and it's just kind of like time consuming, and he wants to put all his focus on the Blackout event, which is understandable because that's like a massive stage and platform. So it could be just a case of him putting his attention into the Blackout battle if it was a close battle in terms of dates and things like that. So as far as other battlers not showing and stuff, it's difficult because you have to take it on every situation's different, and it's a different circumstance every time. So unless you know the backstory or the reasons behind why they're not showing up and cancelling and things like that, then it's difficult to make a judgment on it. What I will say is that when you're a fan and you go to the events, you're pissed off, or I am pissed off and feel like my time's being wasted if I've gone to see a certain battler and then you find out last minute that they're not showing up because you've already paid your money to get to the venue. You could have travelled miles and miles, and then you get there and find out last minute that the main reason for you going there to see a certain battler and then not turning up, you're going to be pissed off. So it's difficult because you need to get the proof behind what the reasons are of them not showing, if they're just being cunts or if there's like family things going on, and it's a difficult one to know and to judge. So but the immediate effect, as I said, as a fan at the venues, is you're let down and pissed off. So that's it. Hope I answered your question alright. I enjoyed doing this question. It's something that I have to think about a bit, as I said, because I haven't been following UK battles for quite a while now. I just feel that there's too much of a distance between US and Canada and us over here. So shout out to everyone that's supporting the battling movement. As I said though, just be patient with the videos. I will do them, but I've got a lot of videos to get through, so just be patient. They come up and then you'll get to see them. So shout out to everyone supporting, and I'll see you soon.